Hi guys, it's Tracy in Australia and I have got something absolutely wonderful to share with you today. And for the first time, I'm going to actually be one of those people who talks a lot before they get into the journal. And the reason is that I want to introduce you to the lady who made this journal. Her name is Maureen Greeson. She's from the United States and we recently did a private swap, and when I opened my parcel, this is what I found, and I think you will agree that it is absolutely stunning. And until I opened the parcel, I had no idea about what I was going to get. I'd gotten to know Maureen because she's purchased several of my keepsake journals, and we have chatted over the course of several months, you know, and so we got along fairly well. And after her most recent purchase, I suggested to Reen that we might do a swap. We both liked Jane Austen, and I knew that Reen was new to junk journaling, and I thought, well, if we do a small journal, that will, you know, be a good starting point. And I tell you, I had no idea that I was going to get this absolutely amazing work of art. I am just blown away. It has the most beautiful elements in it, and it turns out Reen is a collector of antique and vintage laces, and she has used them in my journal. And as an Aussie who lives in a small country town, I don't really get to see laces like this very often, and to have a whole journal that uses them is just amazing. And on top of that, Reen is extremely talented. She's not only used beautiful elements, but the journal is beautifully constructed, and the way that she puts things together is just stunning. So it turns out that she's very gifted quilter and embroiderer, and I think you can now add junk journaler to her talents. So Reen, thank you so much for swapping with me. I am just in awe of your talent. Okay, let's have a little look at this journal. So you've already seen the seam binding that she's used here as the ties, and there's also some vintage lace in there with that, and I just love the way it frames the cover. The cover itself is made from fabric, so Reen has printed onto fabric, and just really love the quality of that. When I've printed digitals onto fabric in the past, I have not got that good an impression. So I noticed that this is very finely woven cotton, and so I'm definitely going to have another go at that after seeing Reen's journal. So she's then surrounded this beautiful image with various antique laces. These are handmade, they're just stunning. Love this fringing down here. Then there's an applique piece that's been dyed, and some rosemontes on that, and I just love this little piece here. Around the eyelet is, you know, that's been cut out, and so that is like a flower, and that hangs down, just beautiful. Garment pin with a key, really, really lovely. And then we go inside. So all of the pages are fabric. They've been printed with images, and I really, really like that, and I'm definitely going to have a go at it. So this is a pocket that's also been made out of the printed fabric, but on top of that has been placed this very beautiful vintage net lace. There's a quote from Emma up here, and then a couple of appliques that have been dyed blue and green, and that just really echoes this card here, that one there, those little elements that go in this pocket. So, you know, that's what I mean. So that blue from the card is picked up, just really beautiful composition. I absolutely love the lace that is around this image. It is so beautiful and delicate, just what can I say? It's just beautiful. And this image, the dress of the figure has this applique piece, and then this is a little porcelain or glass bead. It's just beautiful. And then that shape and that colour is picked up in this trim around here. Really nice. Did I say that the pages measure 4 by 6 and that there are 6 leaves, which gives a total of 12 pages. So this is a really cute little page here because, of course, there's my picture of Colin Firth as Mr. Darcy, whom I absolutely love. And a little quote that says, "You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. I have loved none but you." And a couple of other little pieces there. This is when Jane is playing the piano. And a quote also from Pride and Prejudice. And I just love the way that when I opened to this page, Mr. Darcy was looking over the teacup. And there's that quote. I just think that is a really, really sweet. Loved it. And this page here, beautiful, again, Regency image on a floral background. This beautiful pleated trim. And then framing that is a handmade trim with beautiful silk ribbon. And then these little flowers in the corner. There's organza ones and cotton ones. Just very beautiful. And here we've got, again, printed onto fabric. And these beautiful handmade ribbon roses. And these little, they'd have to be vintage rosebuds, just really pretty. And into the pocket you've got several different little pieces. And just really nicely finished off. There's beautiful embroidery silk ribbon. A quote from Mansfield Park. This is an absolutely beautiful page. The lady's dress is covered with this gorgeous, gorgeous vintage lace, and it looks like it's part of the dress. And this is the tiniest ribbon rose that I have ever seen. It's just beautiful. Up in the top corner, another handmade flower out of a satin ribbon, and again the little porcelain rosebuds. And then another little piece of very antique lace down the bottom. Then you've got this ruche trim along the side. Beautiful. Another pocket. This is fabric, but this one here is printed onto paper, and I really like that. And into that pocket, several little pieces. Quote from Northanger Abbey, and one from Jane Austen. It's a really cute one, photo of her. It's from a portrait of the real Jane Austen, and some Regency bonnets. Just nice little pieces of ephemera. That if you're a Jane Austen lover, you just really love all these things. This page I absolutely love. I could not believe it when I saw it. It's just really, really beautiful. So you've got the image, the Regency image, and that has been framed by this beautiful piece of applique that has been hand dyed, and it's just beautiful. Really love the shape of it and the colours. Just really, really beautiful. On the back, again, another pocket using the fabric, printed fabric, and then a little paper postcard, and then there's a little Regency lady, and this cute little dress form just pokes in there. And then of course, some more little ephemera pieces. This one's a quote from Sense and Sensibility. And this is the final page. Lovely image of this woman in the green Regency dress. These absolutely beautiful pieces of antique lace. Again, there's some handmade ribbon trim down here. This is the most stunning piece of lace, and the way that Reen has sewed it on, really lovely. Just following those curvy pieces. And this is a tiny porcelain piece. It's just beautiful, of some flowers, and you can see the green is picked up in there. Then on the back, there's portrait of Jane Austen that's been printed onto fabric, and a little piece here that gives her name and her dates. And this little piece up here, a novel by a lady. That's really sweet. And then this little quote says, there is no charm equal to tenderness of the heart, which is one of my favourite Jane Austen quotes. So it's really nice to have that on the back. So there you have it. And beautiful, again, handmade antique ribbon trim, and it's just so tiny and delicate. It's just beautiful. Then the edges of that are frayed. They look really pretty there. So I think you can agree with me that this is one very beautiful piece of artwork. It's certainly not junk, but it uses lots of vintage and antique elements, which is a really, really lovely. And all I can say is, Reen, you are one very talented lady, and thank you so much for swapping with me and for our friendship. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Leave a comment down below. Reen doesn't have her own YouTube channel, but she will pop in and read the comments that you leave. Okay, thanks guys.